All right, my people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Coach's Desk. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new so that you can become a part of the Coach's Desk family. So we'll be talking about the men's side of things, people. We spoke about the females in the 200 meters. We have not even looked at the 100 meters for the women, but we're just going to combine the men's 100 meters and 200 meters so that you can know what is happening where this is concerned. So Oblique Seville looks to Sizzle Ackeem Blake doubles at national trials, and no Sachin Dennis again. This is serious. This is serious. I believe that possibly though Sachin Dennis might have an injury. Um, it could be that's the only plausible thing I could put it to right now. You get what I'm saying? So it's sad to know that he won't be there and put in a good performance. Will it be a medical exemption? I'm not sure, but he's not on the start list. All right. So we have 25 men in the 100 meters. And like I said before, Ackeem Blake will be doing the double with only 16 men in the 200 meters. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. So in the 100 meters, you have Ackeem Blake, Titans, Oblique Seville, Racers Track, Johan Blake, Titans, Boage and Kumi running for Kingston College. Julian Ford, Elite Performance, Jelani Walker, Adidas, Raheem Ford, Adidas, DeAndre Daly, Herbert Morrison. He lines up with the big men. Michael Campbell, MVP International. Kadrian Golson, GC Foster, Rowan Watson, MVP. O'Shane Bailey, Sprint Tech. Travis Williams, University of what? Oregon is that? No, not Oregon. I can't see the name of that university. Nigel Ellis, Elite Performance, Kishan Thompson, MVP International, Brian Lavelle, Edwin Allen, Sanjay Davison, Elite Performance, Adrian Carr, Motorcade, Devontae Burnett, unattached, Jelani Gordon, unattached, Jazeel Murphy, Titans, Taekwondo Tracy, swept, Michael Everett, Elite Performance, and Deshanal Dwyer, Clemson. And of course, you know that persons will be coming over from the preliminary round to join some of these athletes here. So you might be seeing more names like a Conroy Jones. I checked that list as well, and I still have not seen Sachin Dennis. I have not seen him. Don't know what is happening. But of course, this one, I think Ackeem Blake and Oblique Seville would have separated themselves from this field. And I definitely believe that they are the ones to beat. It can go either way, but I still believe that Oblique Seville is the superior of the two. Oblique Seville didn't run at the Racers Track meet. He did Blake didn't run as well because of cramps, and we understand that it's the same thing that happened to Oblique Seville, and the coach Glenn Mills took precautionary measures, so he wasn't hurt anything of the sort. But we should see him coming out on the track, gracing the track, and giving the fans, his civilians, a very good run. You know what I mean? So this is going to be epic, people. Listen, a long time when I see the Jamaican men's side of things have these excitement going into this race. Yeah. Johan Blake, seasoned campaigner, will he be able to break into that top three? Is the listing indicating that this is how the order it will be? Very interesting. And Krume, he has a lot to prove, especially coming off of that setback where he got injured with that hamstring over there in Bahamas at the Carifta Games. I don't think Glenn Miller will try to push him as hard as possible. But with the heart that Boaji has, I mean, with the start that he has, he might squeeze in and make even the relay part of this team. You have Julian Ford, who has been knocking at the door last season, got hurt. This season, he has looked good again. Had a few false start. He worked on it, and he seemed to be in good nick. Just hope that he can come and put in another good performance and sort out the thing and make the national team, even if it's a relay spot. But I think Julian Ford can be the man that can break into that top three, if all being equal. Jelani Walker is a very good athlete as well. Raheem Ford up and coming. He has run some PBs for the past in recent past in America. So I definitely see him coming. It time should go down. So we have to look at him as well. DeAndre Daly. If he gets his start right, if DeAndre gets his start right, I think he has the propensity to upset this field. And when I say upset the field, not taking the top spot, but might be able to squeeze in and take the spot of some of even the season contenders, you know what I mean? So don't rule out DeAndre Daly. You have Michael Campbell, who is back and seemed to be in good nick. He was happy at that Racers Grand Prix when he ran that 10-0. He is very capable of making this team as well. Kadrian Golson, the man from GC Foster College, who has been running very well throughout the past few seasons, and I think this season should be his breakout season. He also can upset the apple cart and make it on that team. You know what I mean? So I definitely look forward to see Kadrian Golson come in this one big. Ron Watson, MVP, said that we should watch out for him. Let us see what he has to offer. Will it be this season? I don't know. I think you'd have to look out for Ron Watson probably another season or two before you see him start to dominate. O'Shane Bailey, not a good runner from Sprint Tech. Does he have the legs to take it away? I'm not certain as yet. Travis Williams. You have Nigel Ellis. He should have been big. He should have had his breakthrough. I don't know what is happening with Nigel Ellis, but let's see what elite performance have in store for us. Keyshawn Thompson. I don't know where he can go with his performance, but I mean MVP. But interested. Michael Stevenson show signs 10-1. I think 10-0 as well. But let's see if he can make that transition and dip below 10 seconds. Brian Level, injury wriggle season. He is back. He has been running some very good time, beating some big boys. Let's see what he has to offer in this one. I do believe that his better race is the 200 meters, and he's in that as well. He's going to be doubling. We have not heard where he's going to go in terms of who will be his handlers going into the professional career. He's still competing for Edwin Allen, but he's a good chap. Definitely. Adrian Carr, another one to watch. Motorcade Track Club, another club to watch. You have to look out for Adrian Carr. He can steal it. Listen, Sanjay Davison is another phenomenal athlete, another talented youngster that you can't write off. You can't rule out. You cannot afford to pick a team and say that Sanjay Davison is not going to be making it. He has the legs. He is big and strapping, and he's a very fine sprinter. He can cause some concerns in this field. You know what I mean? Devontae Burnett showed a lot of a class a few years ago, running 999 sub 10 there. He's in that field, but injury has gotten the better of him, and he seems to be on the comeback. Jelani Gordon, not a bad sprinter as well. Look out for him. Jazeel Murphy was he seemed to be resuscitating his career. Taekwondo Tracy, former national champion. Let's see what he has to offer. Michael Everett, not bad. And Chanel Dyer. Listen, it's gonna be a very, very good 100 meters. You can't afford to miss it, people. These athletes are coming to ensure that the fans are treated with some fine sprinting. They are also interested in making this team, because once you reach a final, you should be in a situation where you can make the relay pool. So over to the 200 meters. The 200 meters, like I said before, 16 persons line up in this one, and that's the preliminary round. You have Andrew Hudson, Puma. Yes, we have not seen Andrew Hudson in a while. We saw him running I saw him running like 2 events throughout this year, 100 meters. I guess he's working on his speed. We have not seen him then. I hope he's not hurt, or his handlers are being very patient with his transition, not putting him in too much races. But let's see. I think he's the leading one in this field, but you never know of the upset. Rashid Dwyer seemed to be on the up. Yes, he definitely said that He has been having a very good season. Training is going well, and he wants to make this team. So we have to look out for Rashid Dwyer. Brian Level, I spoke about in the 100 meters. I think he's a 200-meter specialist. I definitely think, given the circumstance, if he remains injury free, certainly Brian Level can make this team in the 200 meters. Johan Blake is running the 200 meters as well. Johan Blake. Not seen him run a lot of 200 on the circuit. Is this just a backup event for him? I don't know, but let's see. Can't rule out a Johan Blake as well. Jamel Miller, Alex Xavier Moncrief, you have Shivoy Reed, Paul Henry from New Era Track Club, that's the stablemate of Elaine Thompson Era. He has been improving. Yes, quite an improving athlete for this season. Not by far, but he's improving. So once an athlete is improving, you can't rule them out. Jazeel Murphy will also be doing the double. Nigel Ellis on the double. Taekwondo Tracy on the double. Akeem Blake, Adrian Carr on the double. Michael Campbell, Travis Williams, Rick Graham. Now, interestingly, I think the double of Akeem Blake is one that is going to be sending tongues wagging throughout this championship. I do believe that it could be an indication that the coaches want him to get stronger going into the 100 meters for if he makes a team for Budapest. And I think this is a very good move for him, so that he'll be able to do the rounds and show some impetus in sprinting, because I normally don't like the athletes that does one sprinting event, especially a 100-meter athlete. I know some coaches, they tend to want to hold back the athletes to allow them to develop a little bit more, like what they're doing with Oblique Seville. But I think this is a good move for Akeem Blake to be doing the double, and we hope to see him put in a very good performance. I think he has run like 200-meter this season, and they weren't bad at all. So let's look out for Akeem Blake. People, what are your thoughts about this one? Are you satisfied with a missing Sachin Dennis in this event? Do you believe that Oblique Seville has what it takes to take this 100-meter title? Do you believe that Akeem Blake has the acumen to do that as well? Or even better yet, to take the double at this year's trials? People, share it in the comment section. Stay safe, my people. Until next time, peace out.